Welcome to our recorded training today for eLibrary BookCarts and Quizzes. My name is Jeff Cutler. I'll be the host for this session, and we're going to start with a PowerPoint on eLibrary BookCarts and Quizzes, and then from there we'll move into actual eLibrary and look at how the BookCarts and Quizzes feature works. First of all, what is an eLibrary BookCart? BookCarts are flexible exercises created in eLibrary that support higher order thinking skills. It's a place where you can create a smaller subset of the full eLibrary resource and use that subset in support of inquiry-based learning assignments. Content can be focused on a specific curriculum topic for research, and BookCarts are typically hand-created or edited by educators for use by students, so you can make them match specific needs that your students might have. Alternatively, and a very good alternative I might add, is that you can access an expansive list of BookCarts that ProQuest has created and utilize those as a starting point for your own BookCarts, where you can just make edits and changes to match your local needs. And you can also look for BookCarts that other people have created outside of your particular account and not created by ProQuest but by other schools, and add them into your account as well for editing and customizing if you would like to do that. So it's a very flexible tool focused on higher order thinking skills, creating a matched set of resources together with instructions on those resources that match the needs of inquiry-based learning assignments. What's in an eLibrary BookCart? Typically you'll have a title and a description. That contains instructions including essential research questions, information about how the assignment might be graded, connections or ideas or suggestions for other resources that might be used, and instructions on how the assignment should be completed, maybe even due dates could be included in the title and description. Below that would be a selected publication search. This is a place where you can set aside publications that are relevant to the topic of the BookCart, so that when a student runs a keyword search, they're only looking at those publications that are relevant to their topic. And that way they're weeding out material, or by creating the selected publication search in the BookCart, you've allowed them to focus on material that is really only relevant to them. The next section is a reading section, and this is a place where if you've created a BookCart, you're actually archiving materials from within eLibrary. So you have a hand-selected list of archived topic-focused multimedia resources that students can go directly to and access to support their research. And those resources could also be matched to their reading level so that you can differentiate your BookCart to match the needs of different types of students or different types of users. The next section you would find in a BookCart is the web links section. The web links section is a hand-selected list of topic-focused specific websites. These websites you can populate on your own. They can come from suggested sites within the eLibrary collection of over 150,000 websites. They can also simply be websites that exist out on the free net that you can find. They could be a website that you're publishing on a topic in support of what you're teaching in your class. They could also be a durable URL to an article in another database, such as SIRS, for example, SIRS Issues Researcher. Or they could also be, for example, a public access catalog or a web catalog to the library. Anything that would be accessible via the net, via a URL on the net, could be added as a web link into a BookCart in support of that BookCart. The last item shown is the quizzes. And quizzes you don't find actually inside the body of information you would see in a BookCart, but rather quizzes are created in support of BookCarts. And so there's a separate link on eLibrary's main screen that allows you to go in and take quizzes if you wish to take quizzes. A quiz is a series of multiple choice questions. Again, they have to be associated or connected to a particular BookCart. They don't stand independently. But you can go into a quiz or go in and create quiz questions when you create a BookCart. You can create quiz questions to be associated with that BookCart. Then students can go to the quiz link in eLibrary, take the quiz, learn how well they understand the subject, get corrections on their incorrect answers, and then they can go on and work with the BookCart to learn more. So it could be an assessment tool. It could simply be a way of helping students understand what they still need to learn before they go further in their studies. What else is important about BookCarts? They're unique to your school or your library login. Each school or organization has a different, can have a different and distinct collection of book carts. So how do you get an eLibrary book cart? Book carts are created through use of the BookCart Editor, which is a separate web page from the main site for eLibrary. It's intended for use by educators and administrators. In the editor, you can create brand new book carts from scratch. You can share existing book carts that have been published outside your school or your district into your school's local login. You can access our ProQuest carts collection and share those carts into your local login, or copy those carts and edit them to match your local needs. And you can also delete book carts from your school's login that you no longer need. You can also organize them into folders so they're more easily searched by your students. And you can additionally make them either publicly viewable or turn them off so that they can't be viewed in a public setting but can only be seen in the editor. So you may have book carts that only need to be visible to students at certain times of the year. So that's what you can do with the BookCart Editor. So just by way of review, before we jump in and start working with book carts are for topic or curriculum focused student research. They are hand-created subsets of the full eLibrary resource. Educators and administrators can create, edit, delete, and save and share book carts using a separate website that manages them called the BookCart Editor. Students are not intended to create book carts. They're meant to use the book carts that have been provided by their teachers and administrators for topic or curriculum focused research, and each school or district or library system can create, edit, delete, save, and share its own unique set of book carts so it can be customized to local needs and interests. Okay, let's go ahead now and we'll switch into our full view of eLibrary and start talking about how book carts work.